And this is the great American game.
How long did it take you to realize that Samuel L. Jackson was Uncle Sam?
I
To be
realized
mad.
that as soon as they put it out there, because he said, "I'm Uncle Sam." You didn't hear him say that at the beginning?
Okay, see, I listened to that place we went to eat wings at Debo's? That's where I went to watch the game, and the
Okay.
way they had the sound system set up, half of the TVs were 20 seconds behind. So I ended up having to move to the front of the restaurant because initially we were watching in the back until the first or second Eagles touchdown when you just hear everybody going crazy and the dude is still going to get the snap. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this is nuts." So when it got to the halftime show, I did end up moving to the front. And even up front, the TVs were still on like a 5 or 6 second delay. So I didn't really get to the show until like a minute or two after. And so it took me a minute to even realize what he was saying for real. But halfway through the performance, I'm like, yo, Samuel L. in the patriotic, that's Uncle Sam. So I did feel kind of stupid, I'm not gonna lie. But Super Bowl Sunday, this is the Rhythm and Rhymes podcast, episode 80. I'm your host, AJ Hughes. I'm here with my co-host Antonio Hughes. Um, what'd you think of the game? You know what I'm saying? If you want to get in your sports analyst bag, I don't have too many insights on the actual game. It was a blowout, but how was your Super Bowl experience? What'd you think?
I thought the game was okay. I wanted the Eagles to win. I didn't want to see Pat Mahomes win for the third time straight. I don't know if I'm a hater or not, but I don't really care for the whole football three-peat. I think it's more interesting in basketball for some reason. I think in football, it's kind of more interesting when it goes to different teams each year. You see kind of new guys rising. And I think that's just kind of how football is comparatively to basketball. I don't know, but I thought it was kind of cool seeing Saquon and Jalen get that one because,
You think
I like
it's
Saquon a lot.
you think it's harder to win an NBA championship or a NFL championship?
I think NBA because you have to win more games. Usually, it depends on the road though, because you have to win four each round. But I don't know. It is kind of like the scarcity thing where you only get this certain amount of games to get to
Yeah,
the championship in the NFL. So, yeah, I don't know.
I do feel like it's definitely like a part of me felt like the NFL one might be harder because you got to worry about 50 different moving parts as opposed to five on the court at any specific point.
Yeah.
But it's a different thing. It's a different thing, and I'm not the one to speak on it because I ain't played that long. Yeah, no, I didn't have a football career, sadly. But the thing, like, what everybody wants to talk about, what I want to talk about, this Kendrick performance, right? What did you think of the performance overall? What did you think of the song choice? And then we'll get to Not Like Us, because I mean, he kind of performed it how I thought, but I still want to know what you were thinking about the other parts.
One thing I didn't want to say is I didn't realize how much Kendrick cursed in his songs until he had to skip every single word. He had to skip mad verses. That cut out so much of the I feel like of the good parts of what he does to like nothing at least. Like he would be like,
Yeah.
I got murder, Like he would say shit and then like just go that was messing me up. But
I'm
overall, I thought the
dead.
performance was decent. Like when I saw Kendrick perform at Lala, I really liked the performance. When I was watching this, I was like, I feel like he should have leaned more into his old stuff. I understand why he's doing his new stuff. Like I think a lot of people think that he may rely on that stuff too much when it comes to like his performances and stuff like that. But I do feel like those songs still are more built for that environment. Like I feel like he had so many songs that are built for that type of like concert and that big of a thing. But the other thing I do understand is he was trying to make a statement in a way. People were still kind of on the whole Drake and Kendrick thing. But, I don't
What did you
go ahead.
when was the last time you saw Tyler the Creator perform? Like who have you seen perform multiple times, like recently?
I've seen Gierbo perform multiple times, which is like
That's not
weird.
a good example. It's
Okay,
not.
I'll
Well,
remember.
let me not say that. I love Jerbo, but it's not good for the example I'm trying to.
I haven't seen too many people perform twice. I saw another one that probably not a good example. Yachty. I saw Yachty perform twice.
Well, you saw Tyler. You've seen Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler. I
When
guess
you saw Tyler, when was that?
that was Call Me If You Get Lost time.
Did he perform a lot of old music, or he performed like a lot of his new stuff?
He went into his new stuff and then he went to his old stuff and then he went to his new stuff. Like he was doing all of it. But at the same
Okay.
time, the reason I'm not even gonna go with that is because when Tyler was doing that, everybody who came to that stage was either a Tyler fan or kind of a Tyler fan, or maybe that's just the stage they went to. But most people who went to Tyler's stage that day, I'm assuming is because they like Tyler the Creator. You're not going to the Super Bowl because you like Kendrick Lamar. You might hear it for the masses of like normal people. This is like people who listen to the radio, in my opinion. That's what I
Yeah.
hear it as, right?
Oh, so you
So
just thought he would just do more radio hits, and but
for
he threw.
for
I
that
feel like,
specifically.
but I do feel like in terms of like what radio hits did he not perform? He did. I feel like he wasn't. Let me not say commercially successful. Because Good Kid, Mad City was a commercially successful album, but Damn was the most critically acclaimed album. Right? He performed Humble. He did DNA. He did one more, I think, from that album. But he did a lot of the bigger hits that were more recent. I feel like he had a good mix. To me personally, I just feel like Kendrick was like this is an era. This is an era, and he's not really concerned about like he's got those old hits, and he'll probably perform them again on tour. But this show, he was just like, "This one I'm on." That's what it really felt like.
I'm just a critic because I feel like even the stuff off of Just to Pimp a Butterfly, even I feel like there was so many ways he could have interpolated like real bands and done real like cool
He
stuff.
did.
Bro, how much of To Pimp a Butterfly did he do at the Super Bowl
He
though? That's what I'm
he
saying.
performed my least favorite To Pimp a Butterfly. He interluded, he interpoled one of my least favorite Kendrick songs on the stage. He did for free.
AJ, that's bro, AJ, come on, bro. That's not what you're talking about for free. That interlude, like stuff like Wesley's Theory, stuff like Institution. There
You
were
sent
so
me
many-
that text. You sent me that text, and I'm like, bro, he can't get up on stage and perform the song that starts with "Every nigga is a star." He can't even say nigga. So
or
like, you have to really think about song selection here. Because when you
dude,
sent me that, I love that song, but you can't perform that at the Super Bowl.
bro, he performed a song. Bro, you said he didn't call him a pedophile. He went up to the camera and said, I heard you like I'm young and did this. No, we're not going for that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. He came the closest thing to calling this nigga like, bro, no. But I get
hear what
it
you're saying.
because this is the Kendrick era we're in. I love the GNX era. You know what? I love GNX. I still listen to GNX every day. But I just think even just as like I'm on the Kendrick side of this, just because I'm a big Kendrick fan, I just wanted him to prove to niggas because I feel like this is one thing I've been doing revisionist history on Kendrick's career is he has all these hits before Drake, without Drake, no Drake. So if we sit here and we're only focused on the album that came out around the hype of the Drake beef, then yes, everybody's just gonna be like, it's about Drake. It's about Drake. It's all about Drake. But, you know, we're still talking about Drake. And I don't care about that.
I hear what you're saying, and I guess from the perspective of a Dot fan, I can see how you like that. I'm a Dot fan too. I think my perspective is the complete opposite. It's like, bro, the run I'm on, just dissing you. The run I'm on, I don't even have to go get like backseat freestyle. I don't even have to go back that far. I made this yesterday. I made this yesterday. So I can definitely appreciate what you're saying, like want to perform older stuff, but I don't think it was a bad performance overall. Not like us in a wing restaurant in downtown Jacksonville. Everybody in the restaurant was singing a song. I think that was crazy. I think it was crazy to be in there and just have every person in there just singing a song when it came on. That was really wild to me.
Yeah, I feel like that is one thing, like that record does have that effect. And I feel like if he would have performed it like word for word and not had to cut so many parts out and stuff like that, it would have hit a little bit harder. Like
Mhm.
at the pop out, you saw it hit really hard when he did it 5 times. But
Yeah.
here it was just, I still feel like it hit though. I still feel like it was a good
You
show.
could hear the stadium say A minor still.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I understand why Drake is in Australia, bro. I get it.
I wouldn't want
I guess final thoughts on, is this the end of like the Drake Kendrick beef era, or is this like they're still going on tour, bro? They're still going on tour, so he's gonna perform this song. What do you think? Do you think this ends or it never ends?
I feel like it's kind of gonna be like a Jay and Nas thing. Like I feel like as much as people are like, they never shot direct shots at each other. The more I went back and listened to old stuff, the more I was like, bro, they're talking directly to each other in a
Yeah.
lot of these songs. So I feel
Yeah.
like they've been kind of throwing those shots, and this was just the one that got put on the forefront because it was the biggest, and that's the one that like it just popped the most. But I feel like Kendrick too is probably gonna drop another album. I feel like we're gonna see him drop another project soon.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of gonna take us out of this, I guess, this era. But I
I
don't know.
don't
It
think
might
it
be the
ends.
same energy.
I
It might
don't
be the
think it
same energy.
ends. So when SZA came out, they performed, what was it, Luther?
Yeah,
And then they performed All of the Stars. That's what it's called, All the Lights or All the Stars.
All the Stars. Yeah,
The Kendrick verse is a Drake diss. The Kendrick verse is a Drake diss. And I forgot that I had heard that somewhere. I think I saw it on Twitter. Somebody had said it. And then that was the first time I heard him like saying, "Tell me what you gonna do to me." He talking to Drake on that. And so I'm like, oh yeah, no, this has been like when I heard that, I'm like, oh yeah, this is never ending. It's up. It's up.
yeah.
He said, like, and I keep forgetting Drake's name is in Not Like Us. He said, like, this isn't, I don't think it's ending. I think he's gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to like rap Drake into oblivion, sadly. I think we're only gonna get like UK Mandem Drake from here on out.
Bro, you think so?
I think
I
he
don't-
kicked him out of hip hop.
Bro, that's not true. Drake, like as much as I'm like, yes, I love the fact that Kendrick beat this nigga. Drake had one of his biggest streaming days of all time, like right after Not Like Us. Like all this stuff is like, it's like it looks bad right now, but I don't feel like it's gonna last that long, bro. Like I feel like people are just talking right now.
I feel like every time we're about to be done with it, something else happens. Like, bro, I was really,
That's true.
bro, every time, like, yo, okay, we was like, okay, the Grammys, crazy pick. And then it kind of died. Super Bowl went up. People still talking about it. Bro, they're about to go tour every city in America in arenas. I mean, stadiums, my bad, stadiums. And they're about to perform the song every night on tour. I think the clips are going, yeah.
Bro, I don't think that you think they're gonna
Nah.
perform Not Like Us every night.
Yes, mustard on the beat. Yeah, mustard came on that bitch. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. That shit is not ending. And you know what? Like, I'm sort of like Switzerland in this, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. He restoring the feeling. Like, I feel like today, what I really been thinking about, who restoring the feeling? That's all I want to talk about. Who is restoring the feeling?
Nah, Kendrick is definitely restoring the feeling because, like, even I was gonna bring this up last time we were here. Wiz Khalifa dropped was that Squabble Up or Not Like Us, bro? I was like, that shit was hard. He bringing the rappers out, bro. Like,
Ray, now that we could do a little hip hop segment for a couple minutes. Ray Vaughn dissed Joey Badass again. He dissed Joey Badass again, and I kind of want to see him respond. Let
you want
me
to see
pull
Joey
it.
respond?
Yes. Yeah, I feel like that's a good one. I feel like those are good ones. Let me see if I can find a clip real quick.
No, they're good ones, but I don't really care about Joey Badass versus Ray Vaughn right now. Like,
But
I feel
but Ray,
like,
I get it. Like, we got this big rap beef going on right now, but I just want to see niggas rap again. That's what I like. I feel like niggas is outside rapping again, and I'm here for it. Bro.
okay, but I think my thing with Joey Badass and Ray Vaughn. Okay, wait, I'll let you.
I'm gonna play this real quick, and then you tell me.
Yoda with the baking soda, still popping that hot shit that niggas hate us over. Guess they just doing what they do to try to make the quota. Get it off my chest when it's heavy, bitch, the wait is over. See, I make music for the real niggas, music for the drug dealers. Must be in a food fight, all they do is sub niggas. Took a while, but a nigga finally right here, so as I'm scaling up.
That's enough. That's enough. I just, it might not be worth everybody's time, but it's worth mine. I stopped on the timeline.
Yeah. No, I like the thing is I like this freestyle, but I feel like they don't have nothing like salacious to say about each other. They don't have real beef. Like they don't. It's just you said
Yeah.
Said, what you mean by that?
Yeah.
It feels like a moment to me. Like,
yeah, it's just like everybody jumping out of the window for no reason type of.
Yeah, just like
I can feel that.
Beef? Like you want to be?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I can feel that. I guess this is the end of the Super. Anything else you want to say on Super Bowl before I get into bundling albums real quick? And I got words for Central C.
No, I got Steelers Lions next year. If I got those conferences wrong, I'm sorry.
So when Central C put out his album. He did like bundle packages, right?
Mhm.
And so you could buy like the CD or the cassette. You could buy. He had like these jumpsuits that he was selling, and then he also did the collab with Cortez, and he did one with Trapstar, right? And if you bought any of those, you got a version of the album with whatever you purchased, right? And so I ordered the tracksuit on the pre-order. Bro, this was in December. This was in December. I ordered this jumpsuit, right? I'm like, oh, he gonna release it when the album come out. The album been out for mad weeks. I still ain't got it. I emailed them and they said they're gonna get back to me in a couple of weeks and I should receive it within 4 to 6 weeks. Now, it got me to thinking, right? Imagine how many people probably are in a similar predicament to me. The number manipulation that they did on his first week numbers, because all of them from December until the album drop count for first week. So they really yeah, so all
What?
so they sold me an album.
Okay, but wait. So does that mean that all the bundle deals, like when people were doing them before, all of the bundles would count?
It
Like
can't count for week 0.
but wouldn't it count for like week 4, week 5?
What week would you attribute my purchase of an album that isn't out yet to? Because the money cleared already. So I'm saying, like, if I purchase in December, it comes out January 26th, you're gonna count the album when it's shipped or when it's purchased. What I'm saying is, like, hopefully I get my tracksuit, but that's not the point, right? They're fudging numbers so badly still. Like, even in the streaming era, they're still fudging in real life. You know what I'm saying? And this was an album I liked, by the way. I just found that to be interesting because I was just checking my shop app and I'm like, bro, I never got that tracksuit.
But this is where I'm still confused there. So are you saying that if, let's say, somebody bought it week 4, that sale of that album from that like bundle would still count towards week 1 sales?
No, if you buy the tracksuit today, it's gonna count for this week. I'm saying I bought it in December. So I'm saying anybody who bought it the last 2 weeks in December, the first week in January, the second week in January, the third week in January, all the weeks leading up to the album,
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying now.
then
So
count
they'll-
for that first
yeah.
week.
So they have like upfront sales on people who bought the tracksuits and the bundles.
But it's not even a
added
real
to-
sale for real. It's like it's a pre-sale. Because my thing is they took my money and they haven't even like gave me an order number yet. So they're just taking pre-orders until, you know how certain clothing brands will like take mad pre-orders till they hit 100 or 150, whatever the number is, and then they'll purchase, print up, and ship. That's what they're doing. But I'm saying
they're just running the scam right now.
they're running like, yeah, they sold an album, but I didn't receive what I purchased. That's all I'm saying. And I was just like, damn, like this is an album I really like, and they're out here playing these games with me. That was it.
Bro, the album games are crazy, bro. They try to run so many loopholes just to take niggas' money. Like,
Yeah. No, that was sick. What else did I have? Oh, this is a question I had the other day. I keep seeing Daniel Ek take more money out, right? And he did just launch a company a little while ago that got a bunch of funding. It was called, I'll tell you right now. Oh, it's called Neko, which it's a body scanning startup. Essentially, like you pay. No, you pay, and it essentially like tells you everything that's wrong with your body, markups of your body, blood tests, yeah, like all of that stuff. So he is working on another venture. So that could be a reason why he potentially needs capital. Also, I just think about how the market's been a little bit recently. You know what I'm saying? If you own a lot of stock when it's about to taper off or you feel like the stock's about to drop, that's when you cash out. You know what I'm saying? But it also has me thinking, like, in terms of just streaming in general, like how many more people could use streaming in America? Like, are we not close to everybody using streaming?
do you mean are we not close to everybody having those platforms?
No, I'm saying so, like, let's say 250 million people use streaming on their phones. How many more customers can they get?
Well, I think they're kind of in the same model that like almost like an Amazon is. If we can keep you reoccurring year by year, then we don't need to continue to get new customers if we have this sitting cash flow. We just have to find new ways to sell the customers we already have.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably
And
it.
yeah, and I really think that's what it is like that it's getting to that point. Like like you said, there's not a lot more people you can sell to. There's not a lot more people who haven't been using streaming. Nobody uses CDs. Nobody uses like
Yeah.
cassettes. I feel like kind of records might be making a little bit of a comeback just because of the nostalgia feeling of it. I feel like people are starting to want to hang them up on their walls and get record players and stuff like that. But I feel like we all
You
have
talking about
grown.
me? No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. But no, but I don't think the streaming is going anywhere. I do think that we're seeing there's a market correction coming. That's kind of just how stuff goes with the market. And I think people know that's going to happen because of what Trump's been doing, all the tariffs, all that. Not a political podcast, doesn't matter. I think it's more so people are trying to sit on cash just in case something bad happens financially, trade war stuff, like all that.
Can you imagine like you're just like, yo, I think the market is about to tank soon. Let me just go get 32 M's real quick. Just let me just this week I just want 32 M's this week. He just took out 23 M's a couple weeks ago. Like to just be like, yeah, he's already a billionaire. He's already a billionaire. I think it's cold. He built such a large company. People like that are so fascinating to me. Like to build something that big, like to have an
Yeah,
idea that's literally like, this is something that hundreds of millions of people can use. Insane.
yeah,
Insane.
you're right.
New music. I really briefly wanted to mention Magic's. I came on here and asked for a Magic's album 3 weeks ago. And guess what happened yesterday? They put out a clip saying that the album comes February 28th.
Brucey. Cause every day send me breath to find my way. Send me breath to find my way now.
I just wanted to say I was excited for this album coming out. Nothing else on that.
Okay.
Did you go back and listen to any Magics yet? If not, I think you should before the album come out. It's
Yeah, I heard
good.
the Magics, but I definitely want to hear this album because I want to see what he has for this next stuff. But I also heard Russ dropping a new album too. He tweeted about that, so it's
That
going
too.
wild. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of albums coming out. I saw that tweet earlier today. AJ Tracy. I feel like right now, and I don't listen to a ton of grime, like actual grime music. AJ Tracy, the only one that like picks beats and does grime in the way I like it, and he's rolling out his album. So that's another one coming out. It's a lot of rap coming out, a lot of projects coming out.
I feel like it's been kind of dry as far as what's it called has been like music. There hasn't been a bunch coming out, and I feel like we're gonna start getting more as the months come and the summer gets closer to.
There wasn't a ton of new music that came out. That 2 Chainz and Larry June project came out. I'm gonna ask you about it in a second. But this Rema song, I feel like the clip. Do you ever feel like you hear a clip so many times before it comes out that when it comes out, there's like, I don't want to say there's no hype. I'm glad it's in my phone, but it's like I've been hearing this.
Yeah, yeah. Like I was definitely listening to it this weekend, but it wasn't like a dang. This is crazy. I've heard this a bunch of times.
Right.
Like, it's a good song, but I'm glad that Sade cleared the sample. I thought she
So
wasn't
am
gonna
I.
do it.
So am I. Is It a Crime by Rema? It's a great song, and I'm gonna keep playing it, but it didn't like pop like I thought it was going to, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I realized that the J Hus version that I heard was just some DJ who put the vocals on there. He needs to get J Hus on the actual version. That version's better.
You think so?
Yeah, you heard it when I sent it to you?
Yeah, I think I did.
It's better. That's a J Hus beat. That's a J Hus beat.
Yeah, I did. He does fit really well in there, bro.
Yeah. Maybe I'll throw him on my copy. Forget it. Maybe I'll do that. 2 Chainz, Alchemist, Larry June. I have not, I was watching our older episodes. We were talking about music fatigue, bro. I haven't even clicked on this. I haven't even
Man,
clicked on this.
let me tell you, there's this tweet that I saw that said, every time I listen to a Larry June album, I have 3 LLCs at the end. That's what type of rap this is, bro. That's what you got again, And like he said, he's really consistent. He said it on the album. It sounded good. He wasn't rapping bad at all. Like even 2 Chainz, I'm not that big of a 2 Chainz fan. I like 2 Chainz, you know, but I'm not
Yeah.
that I'm not that much of not with Titty Boy like that, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not the guy,
Yeah.
but I do feel like this album's cool. It just felt like LLC music. It felt like,
Music.
you know,
Yo,
like,
that's a genre for sure. LLC music is crazy.
like Rick
But
Ross is LLC music to me.
yeah. We need a Rick Ross, Larry June collab. We need Rick Ross, Larry June, and like Russ and LaRussell. I put all four of them on that. Yo, you're building a multi-million-dollar business after that album. If they're four on the same project, yeah, no, you're getting your family out the hood.
All right, bro. Oh God.
Okay. Music you want to put people onto. Put me on to something. Put me on some new music.
Okay. Well, I won't give y'all LLC by Larry June, but so I really hope I didn't talk about this yet, but The Weeknd had put out an album a couple weeks ago.
Right. We didn't talk about we didn't talk about that.
We ain't talk about that, but I can't wait to get there. I felt like that just felt so like Michael Prince, like that type of I'm trying to get into that bag-esque. That's what it felt like to me. I really like that. And then I don't know, I was kind of in my old school bag. So Me, Myself, and I, Beyonce, great song. I think everybody
Solid.
should just go listen to it again. But that's what I got for y'all. I ain't got nothing crazy.
All right. Oh, at some point we're gonna come in here and I'm gonna ask why Saba did an album rollout over the course of a whole year. It's
It's the same reason that J. Cole has been doing the fall off for 2 years.
but I also want to say that Saba is not J. Cole.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So like you can't so Saba's been working with No ID. And at some point I saw an interview where he said they got like 40 or 50 songs. They got hella songs, but they've only really put out 4 over the course of a year. And a couple of them I missed. So one of them that I heard this weekend was Head Rap by Saba, No ID. And then there's some other people on here. Madison McFerrin. Who is it? Madison McFerrin, OG, and Jordan Ward.
Okay.
That's a good song. Definitely go check that out. And then bro, I've been listening to a lot of music this weekend. I would say, okay, Let It Breathe by an artist named Anati. Don't know who this is, but it's On My Piano. You know what I'm saying? And Busta Rhymes is on there. And I feel like it fit. If you're into On My Piano, I feel like this Busta verse makes sense. So I would definitely give that a listen. That whole project is kind of fire. I just found it. I guess shout out Spotify DJ recommendations or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They sent me a good song. You know, I'm never giving the AI credit, but they did it this time. You know what I'm saying?
Why you hating on the AI? Like, why you hating on the AI?
Because, bro, they coming for our jobs. They coming for our jobs. No, I'm just playing. That's 80 of them. That's 80 of them, bro. Ain't that crazy? That's 80 of them. 80. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? We're probably gonna get in the comments next week. I'm probably gonna go through and comb through. That was a good way to start off that one episode. I like that. So leave a comment. Let me know your opinion. You know what I'm saying? I saw somebody in there hating, saying I was a Drake fan. I am. Yeah. Anything you want to leave the people with?
No, y'all have a good week, man. Y'all have a good week. Peace out. Oh, wait. Look out for the DJ sets.
Oh, yeah. Look out for the DJ sets. Subscribe to stay up to everything Rhythm and Rhymes. Just subscribe. You'll know. Hit the little notification thing. Yeah.